So good to get that win, the away win on the weekend. How does that help the confidence of the team?
Yeah, well, it should do. Yeah, it was an ugly win, but I asked for a 1-0, scrappy 1-0 win because I thought that was what we needed. And hopefully, this is a totally different test for us. No one gives us a prayer. We have to go down there and enjoy it, but give it our best shot. It's two teams. Upsets happen, and we've got to give ourselves every chance of doing it. It's going to be tough. We know that. Whatever team they play with, whether they mix it about or whether they play the same team as. I don't think they will be playing the same team by the sounds of it. So I imagine he'll make a few changes because he's got some real quality within his squad, and the manager's been there, seen it, and done it. And it'll be a great experience for everybody, and it's one that we're going to go and give it our best shot, to be honest.
How does it change your mindset when you're playing a team like that?
To be honest, this year, it doesn't. So we're going to go and try and play out the way we play. We're going to try and be as good as we can, as competitive as we can against decent opposition. If we get anything out of it, then that would be a massive bonus. But we're just going to go and, like I say, play to the best of our ability and see what happens on the night.
You're keeping Steven Gillespie for the game tomorrow. Is that a big boost for you?
Yeah, Gilly's part of us, now. So, his team's out, his parent team's out the cup. So, obviously, that was always we'd had a chance of doing it. He's done quite well in the game. He's done well in the games that he's played. So, he'll be there down there as well.
Will you be seeking out Sam Allardyce afterwards if you can get some tips? He's played in obviously all levels of the game.
Of course, I'll get a chance to speak to him, no doubt. He's a busy man, and it's good to learn off good people. So I'm sure we'll chat after the game.
How do you combat their very sort of direct style of play?
You say direct? They've got Downing, Jarvis, Noble, Joe Cole. Listen, I think Sam's teams get labelled, but I think they mix it up really, really well. They're probably the ones who mix it up the most. They've got the threat of whoever they play up top, but they get round people. But they've also got wingers. People play slightly different ways, and but basically it's, can you keep clean sheets? Can you score more goals than the opposition? And over the years, Sam's teams have done it very well. So there'll be times when they have possession on us. There'll be times when they're turning us and putting balls into our box, and that's what it's about. You do what's on, and players make good decisions. And I don't think they're not a long ball team, but they have that threat, and that they've got a midfield player who scores 15 goals a season. So we know it's going to be a tough game. We won't set up for any particular way they play. The players will know one or two bits, but it's about us trying to go there and trying to be as good as we can, combating what they do, but try and be as good as we can do, be on the night.
Change of kit for tomorrow. Just talk us through, describe what the players are going to be wearing.
I don't know, you saw it. White shirt, black shorts. It's obviously claret and blue, their kit, and obviously ours ruby and the sky blue. So the club decided to get a new kit.
I know you've played West Ham, so experience talks for anything. What do you expect from West Ham tomorrow night?
I expect a fairly strong side. I mean, even the fact that the banana skin of when I played against them when I was at Aldershot. I mean, I thought Allardyce does respect the lower league clubs because of previous games. And I thought it would be, it was a great atmosphere that day, and it'll be a good game. And these are games we've got to enjoy and relish. And anything can happen, as I've experienced in the past.
And I suppose there's been several sort of big cup clashes for Cheltenham in recent seasons. You're involved in one with Everton last season. And do you think Cheltenham Town maybe due a giant killing at some point?
Yeah, I mean, it's happened, isn't it? If there's, like you said, there's been a few, and that's Everton and that. So I think we're due one, and I have a sneaky good feeling about tomorrow. We, off the back of a great result for the lads, I think we set up, smash and grab, and and to go into a West Ham game now with a clear confidence, and it's good, and we can, shackles off a bit more. We can enjoy that more, and I think maybe, go and enjoy it and see what happens up there. So who knows?
Is it the kind of game because we won at the weekend against Accrington? It feels like a game that actually you can just go out and enjoy rather than, because you probably wouldn't have enjoyed it as more if you hadn't got that league win?
Yeah, I think that is a key factor. I mean, going into that game, the league's our bread and butter. That's the most important for us this season. We've got our targets. I feel that we can enjoy this that extra bit more. Not that we wouldn't have, but I feel that just off the back of that win, I think we can go out and, like I said, and just maybe experiment a bit more and go for it. And so it'll be a great evening, I'm sure, either way, and we'd enjoy it and then see what happens.
Just before the West Ham game tomorrow night, it's a massive fixture and one I'm sure you'll be excited to play in.
Of course, it's one that you don't really, the gaffer won't really need to do much of a team talk for. Going out to places like that, it does it for you. The big crowd and going to grounds like that. That's what we're all in the game for, to go and play at places like that.
We were just chatting, saying that actually it's nice to go to West Ham with a league win in the back pocket, because it's just all about getting over that first line, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Saturday was just all about the win. It was, as I said before, if we'd have gone there maybe winning at Plymouth, we might have won comfortably 2 or 3, but I was just desperate to just get the 3 points. We had to play a bit more defensively, but I'd say it was all about the result, and we got the 3 points.
You had a really good game against Plymouth, and again, I suppose because it was a narrow formation at Accrington, it was a little bit harder for yourself and Terry to get on the end of things, but again, a good performance, and you're just desperate to get a goal for Cheltenham Town.
Yeah, I'm here to score goals, and the sooner I get the first one, the better, but as I say, Saturday was more about the team result rather than individuals. I felt good first half Plymouth, and to be honest, second half Accrington, I thought we played slightly better. The first half was quite tight, and what I thought second half we got a few more chances. I thought Sammy and they all got on the half turn quite a few bits and played the forwards in a couple of times, and it could have been 2 or 3 really. Probably didn't deserve to be 2 or 3. So we got the 3 points, which was all we needed.
It would be a typical Steven Gillespie moment if you were to just go to the Blue Ground and score your first goal back at Cheltenham, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. I can't wait for the game. I actually spent a week up at West Ham when I got released from Liverpool and played for their reserves and scored a goal for them and stuff. So it'll be nice to go back and try and get one over on them.
Is it a little bit harsh when they do tarnish West Ham with a brush? So every now and then it's long ball all the time, but they do have some really good players. People like Joe Carwin shoot it down on you.
Yeah, definitely. I think Alan Bardew had a little dig at the weekend and he said something about the long ball, but I think that sounded a bit like sour grapes from when he left us last time there. But they've definitely got some high quality players there. They're playing against top players every week. They've got to do whatever they can do to get results, and there's going to be times where they can't outplay the likes of your Chelsea's and your Man United. So you've got to do what you do to. It's almost a performance-based industry. So if you can get results against them, doing whatever you can do, then you've got to do it.